Hey everyone, welcome back to Parenthood Unlocked. If your teenager isn't talking to you anymore, you might be making one of these 7 mistakes without even realizing it. Teen trust is one of the most fragile things in the world. One wrong move and that open, honest relationship you had with your child can disappear overnight. But here's the thing. Most parents destroy trust with good intentions. They love their kids deeply, but their actions say something completely different. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 most common parenting mistakes that push teenagers away and destroy the trust you've worked years to build. And more importantly, I'll show you what to do instead. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1 is invading their privacy. Going through their phone, reading their diary, or eavesdropping on their conversations might feel like responsible parenting, but to your teen, it feels like betrayal. Here's what happens. When you invade their privacy, you're sending a clear message that you don't trust them. And when they feel they can't trust you to respect their boundaries, they stop sharing anything real with you. They start hiding things, creating secret accounts, and building walls. So what should you do instead? Build trust through conversation, not surveillance. If you're worried about something, talk to them directly. Set clear expectations about online safety, but give them space to grow. Trust isn't about controlling everything they do. It's about showing them you believe in their judgment while being there when they need guidance. Remember, privacy isn't the same as secrecy. Respecting their privacy actually encourages them to be more open with you, not less. Mistake number 2 is making your love feel conditional. This happens when your approval depends on their grades, achievements, or whether they meet your expectations. Phrases like, "I'm so disappointed in you," or "you're grounded until you get straight A's," might seem motivating, but they teach your teen that your love comes with strings attached. This creates 2 types of kids: rebels who push back against impossible standards, or people pleasers who lose themselves trying to earn your approval. What you should do instead is separate their behavior from their worth. You can be disappointed in a choice they made without withdrawing your love. Say things like, "I love you no matter what, and I'm concerned about this decision. Let's figure it out together." Show them that your love is the constant, even when everything else is messy. That's what creates secure, confident teens who come to you when they're struggling instead of hiding in shame. Mistake number 3 is dismissing their emotions. Number 3, dismissing their emotions. When your teenager is upset and you respond with, "You're overreacting," or "It's not that big of a deal," you're basically telling them their feelings don't matter. Teens are navigating intense emotions, social pressures, and massive life changes. When you minimize what they're going through, they learn to stop sharing how they really feel. Eventually, they'll stop coming to you altogether. So, what's the better approach? Validate first, advise second. Even if their problem seems small to you, it's huge to them. Try saying, "I can see this really matters to you. Tell me more about what's going on." You don't have to agree with their perspective to acknowledge that their feelings are real. When teens feel heard and understood, they're far more likely to listen to your guidance. Connection before correction, always. Mistake 4 is controlling every single decision they make. What they wear, who they hang out with, what activities they do, what they eat. When you micromanage your teen's life, you're not protecting them. You're preventing them from learning how to think for themselves. The result? They either become dependent on you for every choice, or they rebel completely and make reckless decisions just to feel some sense of control. The solution is to give them age-appropriate autonomy. Let them make small decisions and experience natural consequences. Want to wear shorts in winter? They'll learn. Want to skip studying for a test? They'll feel the impact. Your job isn't to prevent every mistake. It's to be there to help them process what went wrong and figure out what to do differently next time. Real-world skills come from real-world practice. Mistake number 5 is constantly comparing them to siblings, cousins, or classmates. "Why can't you be more like your brother?" Or, "Sarah's mom says she got straight A's. What's your excuse?" These comparisons are incredibly damaging. They tell your teen that they're not enough as they are, and they create resentment towards both you and the person they're being compared to. Instead, celebrate their unique strengths and progress. Every teenager is different, with different talents, challenges, and timelines. Focus on their personal growth, not how they measure up to someone else. Say things like, "I'm proud of how hard you worked on this," or "I noticed you've really improved in this area." Make them feel seen for who they are, not who you wish they were. Mistake number 6 is never admitting when you're wrong. As parents, we sometimes think we have to have all the answers and never show weakness. But when you mess up and refuse to acknowledge it, you teach your teen that accountability doesn't matter. They see right through the double standard. They're expected to apologize and own their mistakes, but you never do the same. The better approach is to model accountability. When you lose your temper, invade their privacy, or make an unfair rule, own it. A simple, "I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry," goes an incredibly long way. This doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And it teaches your teen that strong people take responsibility for their actions. Plus, it shows them that your relationship is more important than your pride. And finally, mistake number 7 is talking at them instead of with them. Lectures, sermons, and one-way conversations shut down communication fast. When every interaction feels like a lecture about what they should do differently, they tune out. They stop sharing because they know it'll turn into a lecture, not a conversation. What works better? Ask more questions and listen more than you speak. Get genuinely curious about their world. What do you think about that? How did that make you feel? What would you do if you were in my shoes? When teens feel like partners in the conversation instead of targets of a monologue, they open up. They share their struggles, their fears, their questions. And that's where real connection and trust are built. Here's the truth. Parenting teenagers isn't about control. It's about connection. These 7 mistakes destroy trust because they all do the same thing. They create distance instead of closeness. But the good news is, trust can be rebuilt. Start today by choosing connection over control, listening over lecturing, and love over judgment. Your teen needs you more than ever. Show up in a way that makes them want to let you in. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe to Parenthood Unlocked for more parenting insights. And drop a comment telling me which mistake hit home for you. Let's support each other in raising confident, trusting teens. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.